On day 10, I wanted to make sure the path to the area where we are going to collect trees was clear. I took Tracy to see how well she does under pressure with all the zomboids around, because I need true elite killers.
Yoink!
She's gonna need some work. I continued to clear the path where we're gonna chop trees. We keep getting lucky in this run, finding cars with keys. On the way back with the new car, I grabbed the broken van to close the gap between the fences and the bus. I know this won't stop all the zombies, but it would at least slow them down. Besides that, all I did was grab some extra axes, give them to my crew, and we went to chop trees. That took about the rest of the day. On day 11, it was time to build. Now I play other games, Minecraft, Lego Fortnite, Sons of the Forest, you name all the survival games I played. When I build in those games, I start by just placing things down. This isn't the efficient way, I know that, but this is my way. I just go with the flow until I see the vision starting to form. So if you see me going back and forth a lot, that's why. For the first building, I was thinking of making a small shed for all my tools, gas cans, and materials, such as nails, electronic scraps, metal scraps, and all that stuff. So I wanted to outline it and also outline my house. And I also built a little bit of framing for our future garage. Tips and tricks of building, please, I need them. But if you're new here, just like me, you're supposed to build a door frame before an actual wall. Bruh. I just wasted some materials. That's gonna happen a lot because I don't know what I'm doing. This house I used for a temporary base was literally like the Giving Tree. If you guys read that as a kid, I took everything from this house. Later, you'll see what I took, but this provided safety, storage, and materials. I needed a door for my new base, so I even disassembled one here. I probably could have just picked up the door and then moved it instead of building one. Yeah, this is gonna be bad. I started building furniture inside my base for storage. Thanks to my looting runs, I was smart enough to collect bags for water barrels. After all that, I already ran out of wood, so I grabbed everyone to chop some trees. Having clearing out this area earlier, I felt confident enough to sleep in my car while my crew kept chopping wood. Thanks, guys. I loaded up the car with wood they chopped and we brought it to the house, and I just kept repeating this process throughout the day. On one of my trips back home, I guess the noise of my car started to bring zombies over, but my right-hand man was able to handle them. I continued the process of building the base. I needed more loot from my house, but once again it was filled with zombies. But it looks like our car blockade worked. I need to get there, so I pulled out my pistola and I got to work. Being a literal killing machine, it was cake. I picked up the bed so I can bring it to my new house. I set my bed down and I grabbed my shotgun and went to bed early because tomorrow was gonna be a very long day. I woke up early and I headed out with Edward. I wanted to loot the neighborhood and clear it out at the same time. Using my gun because I wanted to dry out any noise of zombies, I cleared the community houses in search of nails, tape, cans of food, and writing down anything that we can come pick up later with the car. Found a couple zombies hiding in some rooms, but it was pretty easy to clear them out. And this is where it comes where I say I'm so bad at the game. I thought I was gonna get bit, but I fat fingered my crafting menu button and it lagged at the same time, opening the door. But thankfully William is just better and, you know, he killed the zombie, so we're good. While looting, I noticed the care package they dropped a couple days ago. I opened it and it gave us emergency water, MREs, and radios and flashlights. I took the food and water, but I left everything else. The closer we got to the edge of the community houses, the more and more zombies started to hear our gunshots. But William and Edward were able to clean them up. Then we went home for the end of day 14. On day 15, I continued to loot. I got the black car that had gas. I brought it home and wanted to play like GTA and shot some zombies while in the car. William must have been a pretty good shot in the military, a courtesy. After getting home, I started working on an outline of another building. This building was going to be an armory, seeing that I got a lot of weapons from looting the neighborhood, and that's all I did. On day 16, I went to get a fridge. Day 17, I'm just kidding. I got a little tired of building, so I went on to work on something else. I grabbed some ammo for my pistol and shotgun. I decided to take one of my new cars, fill it up with empty gas cans, and went on my way to the gas station. On my way, a helicopter came by, but I ignored it. It was foggy. This was probably a horrible decision. But me and William don't care. Once it was clear, I put gas in the car and all our empty gas cans we found while looting. So remember that helicopter I ignored? Well, that brought a lot of zombies to the base. It got so dense in zombies, I was so afraid of driving that I just decided to take a detour. When I reached the base, some of the zombies followed me here. I called for my crew to help to defend our home. Once the first wave of zombies came, we went to clear out the neighborhood once again. We had succeeded in defending our place. It got sketchy at times. Stuart and Edward weren't as good as William when it came to handling a gun. William had to race back and forth to save Stuart and Edward's life. It was the first time William felt that he needed to protect someone. Having loyal friends around, he felt at home. After that fight, I unloaded the car and started moving stuff from our temporary base into my new home, and then I went to bed. On day 17, I continued moving the big pile of storage from the old base and making a new pile of storage in the new base, so I can sort it in different places. After that was completed, I started working on some furniture in my new home that was going to be able to store some of our belongings, like a shelf to store some personal items, a bookcase for our books, and extra pencils, and of course some of the bar furniture I put for medical and food. I also made some wooden crates in our fully built armory to store our guns and ammo. I also put a crate in our built shed for materials and tools, and I just sorted through the big pile of stuff for the rest of the day. On day 18, I forgot to press record, at least for a little bit in the morning. But in that time, I went to the old base to get some water, and I realized that the power and water already went out. I had no idea when, but it was done. So I brought back the sink to our base, and then another realization hit me. It hasn't even rained yet. Thankfully, I found 2 big water jugs in the houses I looted, and I filled them up a while ago. I had water for now, so that solved one problem. Another realization, I didn't have a generator. I did not find one single generator in all the houses I looted. So I opened my map and I saw that there's a warehouse district nearby. So I grabbed some ammo, Molotovs, food, medical supplies, and headed down there. William was nervous because this was the first time he is stepping out of Riverside, but it had to be done. As I got closer and closer, the road started to pile up with more and more undead. When we got there, William realized there was only one thing to do. Disclaimer, ignore the helicopter. The mod vehicle scenes wasn't working at this time. I'm gonna pretend it's not there because I want to find one in a military base or wherever where it makes sense. So yeah, anyways, continue. After scouting the area, I saw that we had 2 warehouses and a storage facility, and I thought that was gonna be the best place to find a generator. So we hopped out of the car and we got to work. There was so many. More than we fought at the gas station. More than we fought while defending our home. William ran in between zombies, dodging their lunges, using a fence to his advantage. And at first looking at the horde, you're almost blinded by what to do next. But not William. Using the fact that he's able to run faster than them, he was swerving at angles, squeezing through them so he can get them in one huge pile and threw the sweet, sweet answer, a Molotov. This has become William's best friend. It helped at the warehouse store, so it should help here. After killing some of the remaining Zeds, we were able to loot the storage containers, relatively easy. Found not one but multiple generators. I wanted to loot more, but it was getting late. I opened a storage container and there was a nice bed, so I decided to spend the night here in a storage unit. It was nice and comfy. On day 19, I continued in looting all of the storage containers. We found farming supplies, paints, plaster powder, weapons, canned foods, welding supplies, and a lot of different car parts. After I was done, I wanted to clear the gas station area, but there was way too many zombies to fight. Plus, it was foggy, so I went home, or I tried to. It got pretty close. It's very hard to drive with all those zombies in the way. When I made it back, I unloaded the car into our pile and connected our generator, to only realize that I have not found the how-to magazine for it. All of the looting I have done, the two places where books spawn didn't have it. So I went to a new section of the neighborhood and checked every mailbox whilst clearing the area. It also started to rain, so I guess that's good. I found a new care package, but before being able to check it out, I opened up the care package and it was the same as the last one, but this time I dismantled the flashlights for a huge amount of batteries. Well, after clearing out the neighborhood, I didn't find the magazine, and I realized my ammo supply was running low, and I needed more ammo so I can clear Riverside. I began making a new plan, something that will require traveling far from home, a plan that William knew one mistake and he will not return to Riverside. We planned a trip to Rosewood. There's a lot of locations there that provide ammo and weapons. The police station offers guns and ammo. The fire station offers axes to cut trees and zombies. And finally, Rosewood Prison. Their armory is just outside of the actual prison. This was by far going to be the hardest location to loot, but we needed the weapons and we needed the ammo. We also need the magazine. Hopefully we'll find it on the way. But our minds were set. We went to bed for a sleepless night because the next couple of days could be our last.